All right, today we're tackling a big one, a book that's genuinely changed millions of lives, Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. Now, this isn't just some self-help book you read and forget. It's more like a manual for completely rewiring how you experience reality. And it all boils down to one single, incredibly powerful question.
So let me ask you, and I mean really ask you, right now as you're listening to this, are you actually here? Are you truly living in this moment, or is your mind off somewhere else? Maybe replaying a conversation from yesterday, or already stressing about something tomorrow. Because how you answer that, well, that's the key that unlocks everything we're about to talk about.
So, first up, Tolle dives straight into what he calls the tyranny of time. And it's a perfect name for it, right? It's this constant, almost automatic habit we all have of living anywhere but right here, right now. And according to him, this is the deep down source of almost all our unhappiness.
Okay, so to really get this, Tolle splits time into two different things. First, you've got clock time. That's the practical stuff, right? Setting an alarm, making an appointment. You need that to function in the world. But then there's this other thing he calls psychological time, and that's the real troublemaker. It's that nonstop mental chatter, the endless movie in your head of past regrets and future what-ifs. And Tolle's big point is that this psychological time, it's not just a waste of energy. It's literally the engine that creates our suffering. I mean, just let this one sink in for a second. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. It sounds so simple, but it's huge. When you stop and think about it, the past is just a story in your head. It's gone. And the future? That's just a fantasy, an idea. The only thing that's actually real, the only place you ever truly live, is right here, this very moment. This is it.
So you might be asking, if the present is so great, why are we so bad at staying in it? What is it that's constantly pulling us away into this painful illusion of psychological time? Well, Tolle has a one-word answer for that: the ego. Now, when Tolle talks about the ego, he doesn't just mean being arrogant or having a big head. No, it's way deeper than that. The ego is this false self that our mind creates. It's built from identifying with things. Our thoughts, our emotions, our job title, our memories. We walk around thinking, I am my thoughts, or I am my past. But that's the illusion. That's the ego, and it's the very thing keeping us from experiencing the now.
And this leads to probably the most liberating idea in the entire book. Ready? You are not your thoughts. Just let that land. You aren't the voice in your head. You are the one who hears the voice. You're the awareness behind it all. And real freedom, it starts the second you realize you can just step back and watch that stream of thoughts go by, like clouds in the sky, without getting caught up in them. You become the observer, the silent watcher. Okay, so if the ego is the mind's creation, there's something else that works with it, something that operates on an emotional level. Tolle introduces this incredible concept. It's like this hidden force inside us that keeps us trapped in old patterns of suffering. He calls it the emotional pain body. So what is the pain body? Well, picture every bit of emotional pain you've ever felt in your life that you didn't fully process. Every hurt, every resentment. Tolle says that energy doesn't just disappear. It sticks around and clumps together, forming this kind of energy field inside you. It mostly lies dormant, but every now and then it wakes up, and when it does, it's hungry. And what does it feed on? More pain. It loves drama, it craves anger, it feasts on sadness. It's literally trying to create situations to get its next meal. But here's the good news. The pain body has an Achilles heel. It has one major weakness. It can't survive in the light of your presence. It thrives in unconsciousness. The moment you shine the light of your awareness on it, the moment you notice it and say, ah, there you are, without judging it or getting sucked in, you cut off its food supply. Your conscious attention, your presence, is the ultimate antidote.
Okay, so we've looked at the big problems, right? The trap of psychological time, the illusion of the ego, and this sneaky pain body. That's the diagnosis. Now let's get to the cure, and it's all wrapped up in one beautiful concept: the power of presence. So what happens when you actually manage to drop into the present moment? When you bring your full attention right here, right now? It's like magic. All those negative things that live in the past and future, they just start to dissolve. Think about it. Fear and anxiety are always about what might happen. They can't exist in the now. When you're truly present, they lose their power.
And what's left is this incredible sense of peace, a kind of alert stillness. You finally connect with who you really are beneath all that mental noise.
You know, this is where Tolle really flips the script on a lot of traditional teachings. He's saying enlightenment isn't some grand prize at the end of a long, hard spiritual marathon. It's not a future achievement you have to work for. It's right here. It's a state of being that's available to you in this moment, and this one, and this one. All you have to do is drop the fight and show up for it.
All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it, in the middle of a stressful day at work or when things are going wrong? Well, that brings us to the really practical part. It all comes down to two core practices: acceptance and surrender.
There's a famous line that sums this up perfectly. What you resist persists. And what Tolle means is that most of our pain doesn't actually come from the situation we're in. It comes from our reaction to it. It's our mind's constant argument with reality. This shouldn't be happening. That creates the real suffering. It's that internal tug of war.
So here's the game plan, and it's simple, though, not always easy. Step 1, just watch your thoughts and feelings. No judging, just notice them. Step 2, accept this moment. Whatever it is, good or bad, just let it be. And step 3, surrender. And this is key. Surrender doesn't mean giving up or becoming a doormat. Not at all. It means you stop fighting reality in your head. It's a wise, powerful choice to stop resisting what is.
And when you start to practice this, well, the change is massive. We're talking less anxiety, less overthinking. You start to heal that old emotional pain. You find this deep sense of inner quiet. It's not about your life circumstances suddenly becoming perfect. It's about your entire inner world transforming, giving you a clarity and peace you didn't even know was possible.
So let's just end right here. So often we tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get that new job, or when I finally go on that trip. We're always putting peace off into the future. But the whole point of this book, the timeless truth of it, is that peace is never, ever then. It's only now. It's only available in this very moment. So the question isn't where peace is. The question is, can you allow yourself